What is happening, traders? Thank you for tuning in to Let's Talk Trades. My name is Jason. Today we're going to be talking about Senseonics. Now, currently, Senseonics is sitting at 285 today. After market had an 80% run up today. Nice big run up, shot up like a rocket, just like Elon Musk's net worth, like a pufferfish too. Anyways, so beginning of the day, so it opened today at 160, ran all the way up to $2.32 at 10:45, was back down on 198 by 10:55, and then ran all the way up to 293 by 12 o'clock. After hours, it proceeded to go up to $3.14. So it was on quite a run today. I was originally going to post this video pre-market this morning. I lagged and I didn't for certain reasons, and now I have to redo it because my stock prices are wrong. New information came out, and yeah, here we are now, folks. Getting the information after the run. I'm sorry, I'll get it next time before, I promise. So let's get into what Senseonics is. Senseonics creates first and only long-term implantable CGM. What is the CGM? It is a continuous glucose monitoring system. The way you monitor your glucose now is by pricking your finger with the little needle and the machine and on the little tab, and it reads it. You have to do it before you eat and stuff like that. I'm not really sure. I don't have diabetes. My grandmother did have diabetes, and she would have to do that in the morning before she ate. She would always complain that her finger hurt, or she would have to prick multiple times because there wasn't enough blood coming out. She didn't have a whole lot of blood circulating to her fingers, and so there lies another problem. Senseonics is partnering with Everseen. I believe that's how you say it, Everseen Diabetes. They came out with a new transmitter that goes underneath the skin. You only have to get it once every 90 days right now. They have a product coming out for once every 180 days as well. So instead of having to prick your finger, it would already be implanted into your skin at the doctor's office. And there's a transmitter that it sends signals to as it reads your glucose levels, and it relays it to an app that's on your phone. You'll be able to continuously monitor your glucose levels through your phone on an app, save you doctor's trips, save you the headache, save you having to pull out your pricker, save your fingers, save your blood. There's lots of benefits here. Let's get into what the technology does, shall we? What is the Everseen? Everseen. I've been saying Everseen. It's EverSense. I'm sorry, EverSense. The EverSense CGM system. That's bad. Anyways, the world's only long-term CGM system. With the EverSense 90-day CGM system, you can actively manage your diabetes simply and with confidence. EverSense provides continuous blood glucose monitoring for up to 90 days via an under-the-skin sensor, a removable and rechargeable smart transmitter, and a convenient app for real-time diabetes monitoring and management. This sounds game-changing to me. Something you insert under your skin. It stays for 90 days. Like I said, they have products that are coming out longer. You will not have to go to as many doctor's visits. No more pricking your finger, no more hurting yourself, no more blood. Now, what is EverSense technology? They say that technology that can change your life. Let's just play the video. Let's see what it is. Okay. There is a CGM on the market that is more widely used at the moment. It's made by Dexcom. It's called the Dexcom G6. If I search Dexcom stock, it sits at $357.64 over a 5-year span. It has raised from sitting anywhere between $60 and $90. Between 2016 and 2018, and around 2018 saw it to start a rise. Well, I don't know if Senseonics can get that far. And if I'm saying the name wrong, can someone please help me out? I'm not too good with that. So if you know I'm saying the name wrong, you know how to say it, you got pronunciation, drop me a comment. I really appreciate that. Alright, now the Dexcom 6, let's see. This is the more widely used CGM at the moment. They are carried by more, or they're accepted by more insurances, I guess you should say. Senseonics and Eversense is gaining their reputation, they're gaining their contracts, so it should be in due time, but we'll see. Now, they have the same type of system, a CGM that goes underneath your skin, transmitter and everything like that. Theirs is just inserted by a large needle opposed to a small incision. And so if you have a fear of needles or something like that, that could be a big scare for you. And also the big factor is theirs is only good for, I believe, 10 days. Let's see. Yes, so the Dexcom G6 features a 10-day wear sensor that is designed to be water resistant and easy to insert with an auto applicator. So only 10 days, while the Eversense lasts 90 days, and they're coming out with one that's supposed to last 180 days, which is double the 90 days. So I think Dexcom G6 is an inferior product. I think it was just a first mover type of thing. Now that Senseonics and Eversense have their footing, they're getting FDA approval, they're getting funding, I think they should be able to catch up a little bit into this space, gain a little bit more of the diabetes market. Now if we go back to Senseonics, and let's see who runs Senseonics. Tim Goodnow is the president and chief executive officer. He joined the board in December 2010, and in March 2011 was named the president and CEO. He was instrumental in commercializing the first 90-day Eversense CGM system in Europe and the 180-day product Eversense XL, which is now distributed in more than 15 countries. He also successfully launched Eversense in the US only 40 days after FDA approval. So he is very aggressive. He's already in 15 countries with his 180-day product Eversense XL. So he already knows how to expand. He knows how to grow. He's very fast. He's not scared to take chances. I think that's attributed to why you see this run up today that you did, because he has stuck his neck out for the company, and now maybe his risks are actually being rewarded. So I want to check out another person that I saw that was very interesting. I think it was this gentleman. Yes, the COO, Mukul Jain, is the Chief Operating Officer at Senseonics. Mukul is responsible for overseeing quality, regulatory, product development, and global operations, including manufacturing and supply chain. Prior to joining Senseonics, Mukul spent 13 years at Medtronic working on active implantable devices in CRDM and neuromodulation space. He was responsible for managing the development of neurostimulator systems in spinal cord and stimulation and sacral nerve stimulation. So this man has already been a part of manufacturing equipment for medical needs. He already knows what it takes. So this man already has experience. He was a part of a company for 13 years, and he led the team. He knows what he's doing. He came on board, and I believe he could help. All right. Now I'm looking over their investor presentation. I just want to get a feel of where this company is coming from, what their objectives are, what they set out to do. With penny stocks, it's really easy to get caught up in, is this going to be the next 10 bagger, 3 bagger, 4 bagger, 5 bagger? Is this even a good stock after you do so much research into it? So I believe that the investor presentation is a good place to start your research. Always go to the company website. Easiest place to start. You want to know something? Go to the company website. Go to investor news, investor presentation, press release. Start there. Stay off investor place. Those are biased. But, you know, we all go there. I go there. I get some opinions. I take the news, whatever. Do your own research too, though, guys. They advertise confidently live with ease, develop and commercialize transformative glucose monitoring products. U.S. market potential is 18 billion, opportunity to expand. So there's 23 million patients diagnosed with diabetes, 3.9% insulin alone. And so there's 6.9 million% of insulin taking patients that have unmet needs that are right around here. So that's interesting. Let's see, what is the Eversense advantage? So the first and only fully implantable CGM sensor for confident long-term glucose monitoring. So the key here is long-term. So Dexcom is not long-term. It's only a 10-day monitoring system. This is 90 days and 180 days, and I believe they're coming out with one that's even longer than 180 days. It's in the pipeline that I believe is in this investor presentation that I am getting to. So that's what it looks like. That's the transmitter right here. This is the sensor on the left, the transmitter in the middle, and this is the mobile app. The sensor lasts up to 180 days, no weekly sensor insertions, no open wounds. This is a 180-day product that just got the FDA approval, or that's about to get the FDA approval. Removable and rechargeable on-body vibe alerts, gentle on-skin adhesive. So these are really good products. They're already out there on market, but like I said, these are long-term products. So they have the Eversense Future 2020 and beyond. They have a 365-day sensor life, on-demand Type 2 FGM long-term wear with no transmitter. And they have a Type 1 Gemini FGM plus CGM flashes when desired CGM for peace of mind. So these are really interesting. This is the pipeline. I want to give you guys a better look at the pipeline. Let's see if we can find the Eversense. Alright folks, so I believe I have found the investor presentation that I was looking for. So the CGM fastest growing segment. In 2017, the revenue in billions was at 1.8, 2018, 2.8, 2019 it grew to 3.9, 2020, 4.8, and 2021, 5.7. Now these are in the billion, and the US market alone is 2.2 billion. Now this is a pretty good sized market for only a few players being inside of the diabetes market. So I came across this picture alone, and with other CGMs, patients have to switch out 36 times a year. Senseonics and Eversense are trying to reduce that with reducing doctor visits, reduce costs of medical medicine, medical attention. It reduced the cost of a lot, and so I believe it saves them money in the long run, opposed to, now this shows what it is when you get to Eversense. You only have to change it 2 to 4 times a year, and so I think this is where they have the biggest advantage in the market. Like I said, they have a better product than Dexcom. Dexcom has had its fair share of good times, but the good times may start slowing down, and maybe Eversense's time. Now this just shows how it works, the product. It goes from the sensor to the transmitter to the app to the cloud, and then it shares and everything like that. Now these are the list of countries that it's in. It's in USA, Norway, Denmark, Netherlands, Belgium, UK, Australia, Switzerland, Spain, Italy, Sweden, Finland, Germany, Poland, Czech Republic, South Africa. It's even in Alaska. So in 2018, at the bottom right here, the Eversense 90-day system got approved. In 2017, Eversense XL CG 180-day system. In 2016, Eversense CGM 90-day system got approved in Europe. Now the CEs, these I believe are the European, like FDA, I'm not sure what it's called, but I believe that's what that is. I'd have to look more into that. If you have info on that, please drop me a comment. I'd be more than happy. Thank you helping me out. It's a team effort here, guys. Now we have arrived to the pipeline. So like I said, they have the 365-day sensor life coming out. They have an autonomous sensing coming out, and battery integration. I don't know what that means, but on-demand Type 2 FGM long-term wear with no transmitter, and a Gemini Type 1 FGM and a CGM, which I'm assuming it flashes when you need to change it. You don't have to do a transmitter or something, no app. I'm not sure. Haven't really got the full details on that yet, but keep watching my videos, it'll come. Alright guys, so let's just see what I found on NASDAQ.com about Senseonics Holdings. Senseonics Holdings is a pharmaceutical company behind the SENS CGM system. This is a sensor for patients with diabetes that is placed under the skin. That sensor is long-term and rechargeable. Transmitter is placed above it to receive data. Patients can go for 90 days at a time when using the monitoring system for their glucose levels. The sensor and transmitter also work with an app that patients can download on their smartphones. This app allows for real-time tracking of glucose levels with updates every 5 minutes. Senseonics Holdings is also working on a 180-day version of the SENS CGM system. However, it is awaiting approval from the U.S. Food and Drug Administration, the FDA, before it can launch. Its application approval was delayed due to the current focus on applications related to the novel coronavirus. Now, COVID had put a pause on this, so maybe now that COVID is around the corner or becoming around the corner as the vaccine rolls out, maybe Senseonics can get their footing. Even so, the company said earlier this week that it expects the application to be approved by the end of Q2 2021. So they're expecting for it to be approved by the end of Q2 this year. Now, there was a bit of news that came out this morning saying Senseonics announces a positive coverage decision for SENS CGM from Emblem Health. Emblem Health's coverage decision adds nearly 2.9 million covered lives for SENS CGM. Senseonics Holding, a medical technology company focused on developing commercialization of long-term implants, continuous glucose monitoring systems for people with diabetes, announced today that Emblem Health is now providing coverage for the SENS CGM system effective immediately. Emblem Health of New York, New Jersey, and Connecticut has added coverage for SENS in their 2021 CGM policy with expanded access to approximately 2.9 million residents of these 3 states. So now they just have access to 2.9 million more potential customers. They also had an offering at $120. I'm going to try and find the article right now just so anyone else looking, they could... oh, there it is. Senseonics Holding announces 50 million registered direct offering. I believe it's at $1.25 per share. Now, like I said, it did shoot up around $3 today. I would expect the price to trend downward. I'm not saying it's going to. I'm not saying it's going to go up. It's just usually at these offerings, the price tends to go back down to the offering because there's some profits made from this $1.25 to $3. So we'll see where it goes, but no guarantee here. Alrighty guys, if you've made it to the end of the video, you are a real one. I appreciate you. Thank you. Drop a subscribe, hit a like, give me a comment. Do you think this company is good? Do you think it's not? Do you like this diabetes technology? Do you have diabetes? Would you use this? Anything you want to say, just let me know, guys. My name's Jason. Thanks for watching Let's Talk Trades. Again, I'm going to come back with another video with the financials, but that's going to be for another day. Thank you for watching, guys.